Welcome to the Express Poll Book training where you will learn how to operate and work the electronic poll books on election day. Here we will get started. You will have your printer, which will be found inside of the back of the election voting machine. Also, you will have your 3 cords. You will also be picking up your Express Poll Book at your designated police station, and it will also have the Warden Division located on the front of your poll book case. I'm going to show you how to set up the printer. So we're going to get our power strip, and then you're going to get your power cords. The power cords you're going to unwrap, stretch it out, and there's also a 2-part. You're going to get the other power cord and you're going to connect it into the power block. You're going to then plug the cord into a power strip, and then you will connect the connector pin to the back of the printer, located on the right side of the printer. Make sure that the arrow is facing downwards, and you're going to hear a snap, and it's connected. You will also then get your USB cord, which will also connect to the electronic poll book. It's a white piece. You're going to connect it to the other side of the printer. And then now we are going to reveal our poll book. So within the poll book, you're going to have 2 tablets. You're going to unstrap one tablet out, and it will look like this. You're also going to take out the power cord. The power charger, you will unravel it, and you also want to plug it into a power strip. At this time, I'm going to remove the case to give me more space. On the side of the tablet, you're going to see a strip. You're going to add the power cord as magnetic. So you're going to hook it up, and you want to feed it through the little notch. Once you know that it's plugged in, you're going to see a little light illuminate on the side. That means that your tablet is plugged in. You want to get that first cord that we use from the printer, and you want to plug it in where it says a USB slot right on the side of the tablet. You're going to plug it in, and that connects to your printer. At this time, I'm going to turn the printer on. You would like to hold your printer down for 3 seconds. It's going to turn blue, and then you're going to hear a chirping sound. Once that is done, then we can power on our tablet. You're going to hit the first orange button on the top. You don't have to hold it down, just press it down one time, and then you will see your Windows screen. I'm going to show you how to do your kickstand. You want to pull the flap out gently, and then you want to get those orange brackets that's located underneath. You want to pull them out slightly, and then you're going to just connect them under, and it will show you. And then that is how you do the flip stand. So what you're going to do is a flip stand to the voters, and you can go back and do it for the poll worker as well. It is called a flip stand. At this time, my tablet is loading up. It only takes a few seconds to load up, and your first screen will say Express Poll. You're going to have launch, and only thing you should be concerned about is the launch button. Also, you're going to launch, and then you're going to put your election code in. Submit, and it takes a few seconds to load up. So as soon as you log in, it's going to have your ward and division. So you're going to have your ward and division. It's going to say polling place. The ward and division that you are set at will have Ward 5, Division 26, or whatever your ward and division is. Then you're going to put your election code in again, where it says username. Please put it in twice for username and password. And then you're going to tap on sign in. Once you hit sign in, your first screen is going to appear. It's going to have status, monitor poll, and then you're going to have open polls. All you have to worry about is open polls, but please make sure that all your counts is 0 count. You're going to tap on open polls, and this is your first screen once you open the polls. Search for voter. So we are all set up. I want to show you some of the icons. There is a green icon at the top that shows printer. You want to make sure that that icon is green. The green icon indicates that your printer is on, and you will know that by your light being blue on the on button. You want to make sure that that printer is connected. The red chirping sound on the printer means that you should open up your lid. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up the top of the lid. We're going to open it up. We're going to slide the paper ballot out. And then we're just going to gently close the lid. With the peer-to-peer connect, you want to make sure that it's green. That means it's talking to the second tablet. Remember, there's 2 tablets in each case. Each tablet must be connected to have that peer-to-peer connect. So you want to make sure that it's red currently, but you want to make sure once your other tablet is set up that it's peer-to-peer connects, which each screen will have a green check on it, indicating that they both are talking to each other and it's peer-to-peer connect. At this time, we are ready. We opened the polls. We are ready to start welcoming our voters. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to get me a paper ballot. I'm going to pre-insert the paper ballot into my printer. So make sure that you do a corner cut and make sure that it matches the printer. The printer also has the same signal on there. You want to make sure that it's corner cut. So I'm going to go ahead and get the paper ballot. You don't have to jam it in. You can just slightly glide the paper in and it already accepts. Be careful with your wires. At this time, we're going to do our first voter. We're going to start with search for a voter. You want to tap on search for a voter. You want to make sure that you use 3 letters for the last name and 3 letters for the first name. So our first voter is going to be Alexander Brown. So B-R-O for the last name and the first name A-L-E. And as you can see, Alexander Brown comes up. He is illuminated in green, which means active, eligible. So we're going to tap on his record. Please make sure that you always read the comments. The comments will tell you everything you need to know about this voter. It says confirm that the voter is using the name, month, and date of birth, address. So it's letting us know that this voter is eligible to continue to vote. So what we're going to do is issue standard. At this time, the voter will sign. So what you want to do is use that flip stand. Remember, you're going to use the bottom green. It says flip screen. You're going to flip it to the voter. At the time, the voter will sign. And then you flip it back to yourself. And then it's going to, and you hit done signing. At this time, the board worker will initial and hit accept. The paper ballot will come out of the printer, and it only has just a ballot style, no personal information. And you're going to take the paper ballot and you're going to enter it into the Express Vote Excel. After you've done your check-in, you're going to click complete check-in. And then we are ready for our next voter. This is the screen you will see all day. We're going to go for our next voter, so search for voter. Our next voter is Nicole Parker. Please remember to use the last 3 letters of the last name. P-A-R, first name N-I-C. And Nicole Parker has come up. Now when you see her record, you see that her color is a yellowish color, means caution. We want to make sure that we read before we proceed. So you're going to tap on her record and it says inactive, which means please read the comment. The comment says this voter is inactive. So at this time, you will go into your purple folder and you will retrieve the affirmation of elector form. Please have Nicole fill out the affirmation form. Once she has completed her affirmation form, you can issue standard. Please remember to then put your paper ballot into the thermal printer. Once you put your paper ballot into the printer, you can then flip. There's a little circular sign at the bottom. You're going to hit flip screen, and that will be to the voter. The voter will then sign, flip it back, and now it's back to the poll worker. Hit done signing, and then the poll worker will initial, hit accept. My Express Vote printer has printed up another paper ballot. This paper ballot, please remember, will go to the Express Vote XL. And at this time, we're going to hit complete check-in. Now we are ready for our third voter. Please make sure that you preset your printer. You want to make sure you put your paper ballots, corner cut, inside the Express Vote printer. And now we're going to hit search for voter. At this time, our next voter is Jeff Pendot. Last name P-E-N. First name J-E-F. So as we come to Jeff Pendot, we now see that his record is red. It means stop. You want to stop before you proceed. It says active mail ballot issue. So we want to tap on his record. And there you see. So we cannot proceed with Jeff because it says the voter has voted an absentee or mail-in ballot. At this time, you are not allowed to vote on the voting machine. So Jeff already did a mail-in or absentee ballot. At this time, he cannot proceed to vote on the Express Vote XL. If he wants, he can proceed to do a provisional ballot. But at this time, we are going to back out of Jeff and look for our next voter. Now we have our fourth voter, Sean Jablonski Watkins. So he has a hyphenated name. We're going to tap on search for voter. We're going to use the first three of his first last name. So J-A-B. And as you see, he came right up. So we're going to tap on his record, but as you can see, it's yellow. So we're going to tap on his record. And you see that his voter record says inactive. So what we want to do with Jablonski, we're going to tell him to fill out the affirmation of elector form. We're going to tell him to move to the side and fill out his affirmation of elector form. And we're going to just X out. And that way we can take our next voter. While Jablonski fill out the affirmation of elector form and he finished, we can bring him back. So we're going to go back to search for voter and do the same thing. Last name J-A-B. He comes right up. We're going to tap on his record. So he has completed his affirmation of elector form. At this time, we're going to issue a standard. We're going to have the voter sign. Please flip the screen. Have the voter sign. Tap done signing. And we're going to flip it right back to the poll worker. At this time, the poll worker will initial. Hit accept. And our paper ballot will come out of the Express Vote printer. And we're going to tap on complete check-in. At this time, we're going to move forward with our fifth voter, Brian Johnson. We're going to tap on search for voter. Last name, Johnson, J-O-H. First name, Brian, B-R-I. So as you can see here, two records appear with Brian Johnson. Everything is the same. First name, first last name, address. So what we want to do is make sure we have the right Brian Johnson. We're going to tap on the record that has the correct date of birth. I'm going to use the first record, 9/29/1989. So we're going to tap on the first record. That is our correct Brian Johnson. Please make sure that you always check date of birth if you see two of the identical same first, middle, and last name. So at this time, Brian Johnson is green. He is eligible to continue to vote. So we're going to issue a standard. please make sure to always preset your printer with the paper ballot. At this time, we're going to flip the screen, flip your tablet, and we're going to have Brian Johnson sign. Tap on Done Signing. It will flip back over to the poll worker. The poll worker will now initial. Hit accept. And the paper ballot will come out of the printer. At this time, Brian Johnson has completed his vote. And we're going to hit complete check-in. So at this time, Brian Johnson looked at his ballot and he realized that he would like to spoil his ballots. So at this time, we're going to follow the procedures for spoiling, and we're going to issue Brian Johnson a new ballot. At the top of the screen, you can see how many numbers you have. So you have we have a total of issue of 4 ballots. So now we're going to reissue a ballot to Brian Johnson. What we're going to do is search for voter, put his last name in, J-O-H, first name, B-R-I. Please make sure that you tap on the correct Brian Johnson. As you can see, Brian Johnson has already been issued a ballot. It is red, so we're going to tap on the first record. We're going to tap on the bottom of the screen. It says reissue standard. Tap on reissue standard. We're going to put our paper ballot back into the printer, a brand new paper ballot. And it asks us, what is the reason for reissuing a paper ballot? So we're going to say voter spoiled their ballot. We're going to tap on voter spoiled ballot, hit next. At this time, the voter will sign. So you're going to use the flip screen at the bottom of the screen, have the voter sign. The voter will hit done signing, and it will now revert back to the poll worker. The poll worker will then initial, hit accept. And now Brian Johnson can get a new ballot, and he will take it to the Express Vote XL to complete his vote. So now we are on our last voter. We're going to look up Jennifer Smith. So we're going to go ahead and tap on search for voter. We're going to type the last 3 of her first name in the first column, J-A-N, last name, S-M-I. And what we're going to do here is Jennifer Smith. We're going to make, if nothing appears, we're going to do the birth date. So we're going to do 03/31/1982. And soon we add her birthday, we can see that Jennifer Smith is red. So that means stop. What we want to do is click on her record. So in the comments, always read the comments. It says voter is in the wrong polling place. That's why we wasn't unable to find Jennifer. So at this time, we have the little tabs at the top of the screen. We're going to go to polling place. And there will appear that Jennifer is at the wrong polling place. So what we're going to do at this time is inform Jennifer of her correct voting place. Give her the polling place name and the address. At this time, we will direct Jennifer to her correct polling place. However, if Jennifer Smith does not want to go to her polling place, at this time, we can issue a provisional ballot. At this time, we can't do nothing more with Jennifer Smith. So what we're going to do is just X out. Every time you X out, it brings you right back to search for voter. So at this time, we've checked all our voters in. And at the top of the screen, you will see that we issued 5 ballots and we only reissued 1. So just keep in mind to always check your numbers at the top of the screen to match your voting machine. At this time, we're going to close the polls. We're going to go right down to the bottom of the screen where it says monitor polls. And we're going to tap on the red close polls. And it's going to say, you want to close polls? We're going to say yes. It's going to bring us right back to the launch screen. At this time, all we have to do is shut down. It's going to ask us, are you sure you want to shut down? Yes. It's going to power off. At this time, we're going to unplug our wires, our printer. We're going to unplug our charger cable. We're going to close the orange brackets, lock them into place. We're going to close the flip. We're going to get our pole book case. We're going to place our pole book back inside the pole book case. Snap it into place. We're going to get our Windows charger. So you want to make sure that you do not wrap the charger cord around the cable. You want to make sure that you just grip the wires, the cord, and a nice grip. You're going to put the pack inside on the side of the tablet in the small pouch area, and you're going to slightly put the wires inside of the case. We're going to zip up our pole book case. We're going to unplug our printer from the power strip. It's also that long cord we want to make sure that we disassemble. You're going to just wrap it up as well. You're also going to unplug the USB cord, wrap it really tight niche. Please put your printer and all the cords back inside of the Expressible XL inside of the gray back door.